Welcome to African Boss. Today we are going to Nigeria, and there have been protests in Nigeria to end the SARS. So SARS is a police unit called Special Anti-Robbery Squad. So this SARS unit for years has been accused of police brutality, harassing the young people, extortion, and even extrajudiciary killings. So they take their matters into their hands and kill and just terrorize with impunity. Now Nigerians have had enough of this nonsense, so they want that police unit gone. So what has happened is that they've gone into the streets and protested. So what has happened? They have been generally peaceful protests about this. What the police have done is to go after these protesters and use live ammunition to disperse the crowds. And according to various news sources, about 10 people have been killed because of this live ammunition. The government and the president, they have said police should not use live ammunition and that should be investigated. But a little bit too late, because there are already 10 people and various other people and scores others injured. Now, the police top officials now are saying that, okay, we are disbanding this group, but what they're going to do is they are going to take the same people and put them in a special squad, in another squad. They have said they are going to call it Special Weapons and Tactics, SWAT. I know you've heard of SWAT. You know, we know SWAT from the USA and stuff. That's what Nigerian police is going to use. SARS, they're going to replace it with SWAT. Now, the officials have said is that they are going to take most of the people, transfer most of these people into the SWAT. Now, I think that's just arrogance. That is just not listening to the people. They need to listen to the people because Nigerians are quite... they don't want this unit. They want total reform. They want it gone. So it does not make sense that you are going to replace the same people into a different unit. What do they say? Oh, we are going to go through a medical evaluation and psychological help. What nonsense is that? I don't think those sort of things work, especially, it doesn't work anywhere else in the world, nor does it work in Africa. Especially in Africa, we don't do those kind of things. What does that mean? It is total nonsense. They're missing the point. It's arrogance. They're not listening to the people. The thing about this is that even celebrities and everybody else, they join the people in these protests. But the people of Nigeria should keep on protesting that for total reform. They should not allow the police to replace the same people just to change the name and put them in a new squad and say they've changed. It doesn't work that way. So we are just with the people of Nigeria and supporting the people of Nigeria in this regard. Anyway, land reforms in South Africa have been gazetted. That means they are in the parliamentary processes. They'll be debated and see what happens. But some people are afraid that what is going on in South Africa, or what is going to happen, is going to be exactly like Zimbabwe if South Africa is not careful. Now that is a genuine concern, because now we have seen that in Zimbabwe they actually were coming back the white farmers that they actually kicked out. Mugabe kicked them out before. Now they're forming cooperatives and everything with the local people, with landowners. White farmers are providing the expertise and the experience and everything else, their knowledge, and then with together with the local farmers. So they're forming these cooperatives. I saw on the news that this was working all right. They're hoping that they can actually have enough food to feed the population because of this of these corporations. So agriculture is very, very hard. It's very difficult. I think that South Africa should be careful about this thing. I think they should really be careful. Look at what happened in Zimbabwe. Look at the situation, and I'm sure they'll come up with the best solution so that the owners, there should not be any corruption when they're handing over the land. The land, if it's being given to the locals, they should have the expertise, they should have the support, they should have the knowledge to farm the land, because farming is very, very hard, and farming is an art. Farming is a science. If we're not careful, South Africa land reforms should not Zimbabwe, and I think that they're generally on the right track, and I hope that those processes will be debated. In Zambia cannot pay its debts. Zambia borrowed so much in the past 10 years, so very much, so that they are unable to pay their debts. And with the COVID, they've asked the international creditors, they've said we can't afford to pay, so they've asked for 6 months of debt relief. And China is not playing ball at the moment. They say no, we want our money. So Zambia has borrowed for infrastructure and all sorts of investment. So the people that don't agree with the borrowing have actually been saying that the investment wasn't done properly. Like the other projects that were invested heavily in, that they won't get income for it. So this date is just being passed on to generations of Zambia. Zambia has elections next year. I am not too sure whether HH is on course to win the election, or the PF is going to maintain governance in Zambia. We're yet to see. I was a little bit disappointed with the latest ward elections that happened, because HH and his political party didn't really win so much. It was the PF that actually carried the day. So I do not know whether that's an indication for next year, but that is something to watch out. I was thinking that HH was gaining ground, so that Eddie Galungu and his political party might take a break from Zambia and possibly give it to others that can handle the economy better. Now, see how it's going to work for the Zambians next year. Now, talking about Adeola Fayehun brought up an issue with the Malawi president, because the Malawi president is new. He's been 3 months since his election, and so he's been visiting his neighboring countries. He went to Zambia, Zimbabwe and Tanzania. But Adeola Fayehun is one of the biggest YouTubers in Africa. So she said, why did the Malawian president, why did he not say talk to his counterpart Mnangagwa in Zimbabwe? And because the president of Malawi said, I am the new kid on the block, I'm not going to talk about this issue, the violations and practices in Zimbabwe. I'm not addressing it for now. I'm just going there to talk about bilateral issues and relations between my country and solidify, catch up with them, which I thought it was fair for him. And he said, I'm a new kid on the block. So, you know what? He's got a point. He's new. He does not have the political capital to go and tell people all of a sudden that, hey, you need not to do the ABCD. I don't think anyone is going to listen to him. But mind you, he is the next SADC chairperson. So we'll see how he handles that. But SADC is a useless organization, as we know. It doesn't do much for me. It doesn't do much for Southern Africa. Just totally useless. Then in Malawi, Adeola Fayehun also raised a point that the president of Malawi during the campaign said they are going to employ 1 million people into whether it's the government service and the private sector. I think it is together, the private sector and the government. So he said the government can only employ 200,000 people. I don't think that he said that they're not going to create the 1 million jobs. But what he's saying is that the government can't employ 1 million people, all of them. What he wants is that people should create employment outside the government. The private sector should be the biggest employer. So what he's trying to say is that their government are going to provide the environment for Malawians to have business ventures that will enable other people to get employed. And the target is to employ 1 million people. Doesn't matter whether it's the private sector or it is the government, but the government can't, we can't have a big government, otherwise it's just a waste of resources and tax money. So thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you next time, and keep it here. Please subscribe, and so that we are looking for 1,000 subscribers, our first 1,000 subscribers. We don't have too much at the moment. What, we had 75 at this time of video, but we're gunning for 1,000 subscribers. So please support us, and we will continue to bring you everything and all good things about Africa. Thank you for watching, and bye.